Welcome back to the Conditional Statements Practice Lab. In part 1, we looked at the first 10 beginner-friendly C++ programs. And today, we are taking it one step further with 10 more questions that will strengthen your logic and problem-solving skills. We will solve problems using if, else, switch case, logical operator and real world scenarios like ATM withdrawal system, grade calculator, electricity bill calculator, etc. So hello everyone, I am Shivansh Verma and welcome to ShivCore. As always, don't just watch, code along with me. Pause the video whenever you need more time. Try solving the question yourself and then compare your approach with mine. Let's begin with question number 1. Firstly, you all should know, as we say, master your core and build the future. So, conditional statements practice lab part 2. So, moving to question number 1 here. So, in this question, we have to find smallest among 3 questions. So, smallest amongst 3 numbers, in which we have to write, the question is that write a C++ program that accepts 3 numbers from user and prints the smallest number among them. Concepts used are if, else if, relational operators and logical and operator. So if we say 25, 40 and 18 is input, then the smallest should be 18 as given in output. So we will solve in VS Code and compare all of them. So coming to VS Code now, we have to find smallest among 3 numbers. Hashtag include IO stream. After this, using namespace standard int main return 0. So in this question, first we will declare 3 int variables a, b, c. Let we will ask user to enter first number. Here will be cout, and in the next line we will take C in as A. Next line, enter second number, and take B. Next line, enter third number and take input as C. So A, B, here will be C. Yeah. So we will say if A is less than equal to B and A is less than equal to C, then cout A is the smallest. Else if B is less than equal to A and B is less than equal to C, then cout B is the smallest, and in last else we will directly say Cout C is the smallest, because if you logically think, if the program start from starting, if A doesn't come as smallest, if B doesn't come as smallest, so the only possibility left is that C will be the smallest. So we don't need to add any condition there. We can directly say that C is the smallest because it has to be. You understand? It has to be, so that's why I used. So let me run this code. So here I will write first number as 40, second as 25, third as 18. So it gives 18 is the smallest. Yes, so we can check the same here. When we write these three numbers, it gives 18 smallest as it checks all three numbers. So coming towards next question, this is a first switch case question we are practicing here. So in this we have to print the weekday. Let's say we will take from user as number input which is from 1 to 7. Understand, the number input from 1 to 7 which specifies weekdays. Let's say the 1 will be Monday, then 2 Tuesday, 3 Wednesday, 4 Thursday, 5 Friday, 6 Saturday, 7 Sunday. We have to use break statement also to stop execution after each matched case. That prevents follow, and default case that handles invalid output if the output is the input is outside 1 to 7 range. So as we have understood the question, let's come to our VS Code screen, and now let's try it. So hashtag include IOStream using namespace standard int main. So here we have to use switch case. So for switch case, firstly let's say we will initialize int day because the day will be in numbers 1 to 7. That's why I have declared day as int. Now we will ask user enter the day in number. Here I will add extra information. Monday is for 1 से लेके to Sunday which is 7. So take day here as input. One second. I think I should now say switch. The thing is that I haven't written 0, so I will write it so that these red lines reduce. So let's say I will say case 1 cout Monday. Next break. Now case 2 cout Tuesday. Now break. Case 3 cout Wednesday. Break. Case 4 Sunday, and then I will use break. So I think our code is complete. I believe I will use extra thing that it is complete here also, but I will use default also here, and then say here cout invalid day. So in this question code, so when I say 1, then it gives Monday. Similarly, if I say any number, let's say 6, then it should give Saturday, and it has given it. So the code is correct, you can check it. So now commented it. And now coming back to our presentation, as you say, we have done all of these things and we have gotten the same way output. So now coming to the next question, question 13, which is simple calculator. In this question we have to take input, accept two numbers and an operator from user, the operator, and then we use switch case on operator to select correct arithmetic operation, and the last step is to compute and display the result. Like say if 15 plus 20 is given, then the output as 35 should be shown. So concept user switch case and user input default case operators arithmetic, and hints and mistakes like use switch, handle division by 0, and add default for invalid operators. So these are mistakes to check. We have to do this, we have to add default so that invalid operators get discarded. And the learning outcome, that we use switch case in real world menu based programs. So let's use this and solve it in our VS Code. So now coming on to the question, let me start it. Hashtag include IO stream using namespace standard int main here return 0. So for here, let me tell you that the num1 and num2 should be taken as double, not as int or also not as float. We will take both as double. And for the next step, we will also take operator. And for the operator, we will take it as character. So I will say char op for operator. So now let me take this from user, enter first number, here will be seen, here will be cout. So take num1. In the next line we will take operator, enter operator, op, then the last here to take input is enter second number, num2. So here the input and all of this work is done. So now let us work on switch. So we will directly take switch on operator. So I will write op, and for the given operator to be as case to be plus. You understand why I have taken it in double quotes? So it is not necessary to take in double quote, we will take in single quotes also. So let's say case 1 is this, which is case and then plus as the input. So if plus is given, then only this case will be activated. So simply we can say here in the next line, cout in double quote result is num1 plus num2. The next line should be break, simple. Now we will take case as minus cout, result will be num1 minus num2. Now we will also write break here. So the next case, so plus minus, then we will should take multiply. So case multiply, so case multiply result is num1 into num2 and case divide should be this, yes. No, divide will be this only, but it is showing red. I don't know. Let's continue further. It might be something. I don't know why it is. If so, here we have to say that if num2 is not equal to 0, you understand the thing, that we say that if num2 is not equal to 0, then we will see out num1 is divided by num2, like see out result num1 divided by num2, simple. And for the else part, we will simply display that number cannot be 0 to divide with. The for the actual in the way, I will after this write break also. So this much is enough, but let's take one extra case which is also for modulus, so that you understand it more in a more elaborative way. So in this also we will also say that int of num, understand that int of num2 is not equal to 0. So then we will result, I think this is a little advanced thing, you should understand it in later parts of the code. It for now it can make you things a little difficult for you. So I will directly add a default case here after this. Default cout invalid character. I don't understand that why it is taking this much as string. I think we should check this code so we get to know if there is something to take care. So let's say I will say first number as 9, second we will add it with 11, so result is 20. Let me run again. This time I say 666 and I multiply with 999 and the result is correct. You can check it. So our code is correct and we have done it till this question. So I will comment it. You can get all of this in the pinned comment section. So now coming back to presentation. So here we have done this question also. So now let's moving to the next question, which is to check character type checker. So in this one we have to do ASCII value comparison, logical operators and if else, and these are used. Input should be single character, classify as uppercase, lowercase, digit or special character. So in this we have to, the hint or sample input output is, let's say if A is given, then it is uppercase letter, and if 7 is given, that it is a digit, so it will give that output. So we have to use ASCII ranges, which should be the hint. As we know, A to Z is 65 to 90, small a to Z is 95 to 112, 0 to 9 is 48 to 57, and anything else is special. So these 4 ranges we can use in this code. So coming to our VS Code screen, let me take hashtag include IO stream using namespace standard int main, here return 0. So firstly we will say char ch to initialize the character. So we will say if char character is equal to A, and char is equal to I will take single quotes first. So if char is equal to A and char is equal to Z, so it covers whole of the range, then simply cout capital letters. Else if character is equal to A and character is equal to Z, cout small cap letters, then again I will say else if character is equal to 0 and character is equal to 9, cout digits. So if you see here, we have done like taken firstly for capital letters, then we have taken for lowercase letters, then we have taken for digits. But one more thing we have to take here, that if the given thing is not from them, then we will simply say we will say special character. So in this code After this we have written already return 0, and now if we run this, firstly let me clear this. And one more thing, we have taken character, we have to take it as input also. So enter character and take it as ch, and now our code is complete. Now let's say if I say a, it says special character because we have to take a simple thing, which is we have to take greater, and here we have to take less than. Here also greater, here also greater. So this was the edge case which you can fall if you use double equal to. So we have to take if character is greater than a and character is less than z, then we say it. If I now say a, you can say it says capital letters. Let me say any other thing. Let me say I will say small z, it is small letters. Let me say any in between. Let's say I say p, it's small, it's written in small, that's why it's small. Now let me say any digit, 8, it has said 8. And if I say any special character or any other thing, let's say this, it says special character. So our code is correct, we have done it nicely. So coming back to our presentation, so this question is complete. Moving on to next. Here we have to calculate grade. Simply a C+ program that accepts marks from the user and displays the corresponding grade using an else if ladder. Let's say if 90 to 100 it's A, grade 80 to 89 is B, 70 to 79 is C, and below 60 is fail. This exam is a little higher, we will count it simply below 60 as fail. So simply now coming back to VS Code, hashtag include iostream int main return 0. Also here one more thing, using namespace standard. So here let's firstly say int marks cout, enter your marks, take it as input marks. Simply if marks is greater than equal to 90, we will say congrats, your grade is A. Else if marks is greater than equal to 80, we will say cout nice, your grade is B. And now one more else if marks is greater than equal to 70, we will say your grade is C. and for the else we will say fail. So let's say when I run this code, I say my marks as 76, my grade is C, simply it says. If I say as 90, 98, congrats, your grade is C, A. And if I write any number below 70, let me write the border number 69 also, it says me I am fail. Although these are not my number, I am not failed. But if we say here numbers, so coming to next question, we are coming to presentation now. So here this question is also done, and in next question we have to check if the given number is divisible by 5 and 11. So let's say if the sample input is 55, which is both divisible by 5 and 11, so it should give that yes, it is divisible. So now when we come to the question, I say hashtag includes iostream using namespace standard int main int num1, no, int num only, cout, enter the number to check if it is divisible by 5 and 11. And take num as input here, output here, to catch that output and take as input. So in this now we will say if num modulus 5 is equal to 0 and num modulus 11 is equal to 0, then cout yes, the number is divisible by both 5 and 11, and else the number, I will simply say, is not divisible by 5 and 11, and here I will also add number as here num, like this. Let me add yes before the num. Yes, num is divisible by both 5 and 11. So the main thing to think is that we have to say, to make this line num modulus 5 equal to 0 and num modulus 11 equal to 0. So now when I run it, let me say some border case, let me type another question. Let's say I say 44. So 44 is divisible by 11, but it is not divisible by 5. So 44 is not divisible by 5 and 11 because it should be done by both. So here AND is used. If I have used OR here, let me show you. Now if I show you just for a second, and now if I again run and again say 44, so yes thing comes, and that is because the number I have changed and to or, as I have explained in previous slides also. So now taking and only here, let me clear terminal. Now I will run again, and when I type 55, yes, 55 is divisible by both 5 and 11. So yes, we have done this question also. Moving back to our presentation, and the next question is to find the largest among three numbers. The problem statement is to write a C++ program that accepts three numbers from the user and prints largest among them. Concepts used are if, else if, logical and relational operators. Sample inputs like 35, 80, 50, and the largest is given as 80 here. So now coming back to presentation, to VS Code, and here I will comment it. Hashtag include IOStream using name space standard int main. So let me declare all numbers at the same time, num1, num2, num3, cout, enter first number num1, cout, enter second number num2 and cout, enter third number scene num3. And now I say if num1 is greater than equal to num2 and num1 is greater than equal to num3 also, then we say num1 is the largest. Else if num2 is greater than equal to num1 and num2 is greater than equal to num3, then we say cout num2 is the largest, and in the else cout num3 is the largest, because if the other two are not the largest, simply the third one will be the largest. Here I will add double quotes, here also, and now one thing more, which is to add return 0 here, and I believe our code is complete. So the test cases were 35, 80 and 50. So let me say 35 first, 80 as second, 50 as third. So it simply shows 80 is the largest, and that's what our code was, to find the largest among the three numbers. So here we have done it very nicely, and we have figured out the way to get the largest among the numbers. So coming to next question, here electricity bill calculator. So we have to write a C++ program that calculates the electricity bill. Let's say tariff on 0 to 100 units is rupees 5 per unit, and tariff from 100 and 1 to 200 is 7, and above 200 units is rupees 10 per unit. So concepts are else if ladder and arithmetic operators. So sample input, if it is 150 units, then the bill should be 1050. Why? Because it should use 7 rupees 7 per unit. So 150 into 7 will be 1050. Yes. So coming back to our VS Code, commenting all of this, I will say hashtag include IOStream using namespace standard int main. I will say int units and double bill. So we have to check for units and all of it. So firstly we will take units from user and we will get bill as output. So we will say enter the electricity units consumed, and we will take units. So after taking units here, we can do and start our conditional work in which we will check for units. So let me do it and say if units is greater than equal to, the first case was to make it for less than 100 units. So I have to use less than 100, less than equal to 100, then units, then bill is equal to units into 5. If I am not wrong, then units into 5 will be taken. So if I will say else if after this, and if I say units are greater than equal to 101 and units are less than equal to 200, we will say bill is units into 7, and for the else we will say bill is equal to units into 10. So one thing you notice that till yet we haven't used the bill to printing statement. So the printing of bill statement will be done outside the conditional statement. We will say the electricity bill is, and after this we will say bill and return 0. So let's say we say 150 units we have consumed, so the electricity bill is 1050. The same way we can check it in our presentation, as this will be the output 1050. So coming to the next question, which is to calculate BMI. So in this question we have to write a C++ program that accepts weights and height and calculates BMI. The formula of it is BMI, which is weight divided by height into height. And concepts used are variable, arithmetic operator and else if ladder. These are all 4 conditions. We will come back to it once again. And these, if input is 70 and 1.75, then the BMI should be this and return normal. So coming back to our VS Code, I will comment this, and next hashtag include iostream using namespace standard int main. So for the height and weight, we should take all of height and weight as double, and also we will take BMI as double also. So double height, weight, BMI, because precision matters here, even points. That's why I have used double. So firstly we will ask user to enter your weight seen weight. Now I will ask enter your height seen height. Now I will again say enter. No, BMI we will calculate and nothing less to calculate. So BMI will be weight divided by height into height. And next we will use if BMI is less than 28.5, then we can say weak. Else if let's check conditions once more to the presentation. So below 18.5 is underweight, 25 is normal, 30 is overweight, and else is obese. So coming back to VS Code, I will write 18.5 here, and I will say underweight, else if BMI is less than so here I can also use less than equal to, but I will only use less than. So I will say less than 25 and say cout normal I will include it in double quotes, else if BMI is less than 30 cout overweight, and in the else I will say I have written it at wrong place. Yeah, here else we will say obese. So the cases for it were the weight to be 70 kg and height to be 1.75 meter. So when I run and say weight as 70 and height as 1.85, so the calculation might be wrong. The inputs were height to be 1.75. I mistake. So weight will be 70 and height will be 1.75. Oh, I use less than, I have to use greater than. the thing is I have to use less than only. There was this bracket to be included. So now when I run this code, let me clear it once, and now when I run it, I say weight as enter 70 and height as 1.75. It gives normal because it lies in the range 18.5 to 25 and gives normal. So coming back to our presentation, and congratulations, we are to our last question of the session, which is ATM withdrawal system. In this we have to write a C++ program that accepts account balance and withdrawal amount if sufficient. If sufficient, show success and remaining balance. We have to show remaining balance and sufficient. So otherwise show insufficient balance. So concept choose are if else, relational operators, arithmetic operators. Let's say if input balance is 10,000 and we have to withdraw 2,500, the remaining balance should show as 7,500. So for this also we can do it. Coming back to our VS Code, for the last question here for this session, hashtag include IOStream using namespace standard int main. I will add return 0 also there. So in this question, firstly we have to take withdrawal and balance, both has double. Withdrawal and balance, and next we will take both as input also, and then if condition will be done. Simply you can try it yourself also first to check it with mine. So let me say enter the balance, scene balance, cout, enter the amount to withdraw. So I will say I will take it as withdrawal, and then in the next line if balance is greater than equal to withdrawal, so that we know that the given amount to remove from the balance is not greater than it. So I will now say balance is equal to balance minus withdrawal. So this updates the balance and removes it. So we will say cout transaction successful, and next we will say it to show the remaining balance, which we will say like remaining balance. Here we will say balance, and next I will also say rupees here. So the if statement for this is done, and now we will just say in else we will say cout insufficient balance. So this way our work is complete. nicely. And now if I say balance to be 10,000 and the amount to withdraw to be 2500, the transaction is successful and the remaining balance come as 7500. Let me say a slash n here also. So now when I run it again, so the output comes in two lines, transaction successful, and the next line shows remaining balance. It looks very nice then. So with this work, I would like you all to congratulate because you have done again today's all of the important questions, and now I believe that every single person watching me knows and he should be also enjoying it everything. So from basic calculation to switch case programs and real world scenarios like grade calculators, electric bills, ATM system, you have taken a big step towards becoming confident and decision making in C++. But remember, watching solutions isn't enough. Try solving these questions again on your own without looking at the code. The more you practice, the stronger your programming logic becomes. So in the next episode, we will begin with one of the most powerful concepts in programming, that are loops. You will learn how to make your programs repeat tasks automatically using while, do while loop and for loop. So until then, keep coding, keep learning, and as always, master the core and build the future. I will see you in the next one. Till then, ShivCore.